Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to your reading. I'm Clarity Bay. I'm a psychic tarot intuitive, and in your reading, I'm going to give you clear insight on why do some men find you attractive but are too shy or intimidated to approach you. I am going to give you everything that Spirit gives to me and not leave anything out. Please take one moment to click that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so that you do not miss an important video message. Now let's get into your reading. Meditate here on the three piles and pick the one that calmly draws you the most. This would be 1, 2, and 3. Let's get straight into your reading. Hello, beautiful pile 1, and welcome to your reading. Why do some men find you attractive, but they are too shy or intimidated to approach you? Have you ever wondered that? Like, this guy is interested in you. You can feel it, okay? His eyes are just glued on you, but he is standoffish. What is going on? Well, I am going to give you everything here that comes through and not leave anything out. And so please take one moment and click that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so that you do not miss an important video message. Let's get into your reading. So I can clearly see here that your energy, it naturally attracts you here to the Knight of Pentacles. So this is definitely like earth energy. That pentacle energy does represent those earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. And those signs could be seen in the top placement of your birth chart, your sun, moon, or rising, or even your Venus placements, or the 7th house of relationships. They also could be seen in the charts of the men that do find you attractive. But let me just tell you this. I feel as if the men that shy away and that are intimidated by you, even though they find you super attractive, it's simply because this Knight of Pentacles energy is telling me that this man here, they see you as like really like reliable. Like you have like high standards, high value. You carry yourself with a presence of like, hey, you're going to respect me. And that's just it. Like you have this air of self-confidence and self-assurance. And this Knight of Pentacles energy is letting these men know that you are definitely a hard worker and you are very patient. So I do feel like the men that are intimidated by this energy that you do carry are certain men that they are extremely attracted to you, but they're the type of men who kind of like they don't want to be vulnerable in a relationship. In other words, they don't want to give what you're giving. Like you're reliable, so they could be a bit unreliable or unresponsible or things like that. But that's the reason they like you, but they will be a bit standoffish and they will not approach you. So let's get more insight. Why do some men find you attractive but are shy and intimidated, too shy and intimidated to approach you? What is going on? You have here the 9 of Wands energy, fire sign energy, Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. So this is about them approaching you and how active they are with their approach after that initial attraction to you. But this 9 of Wands energy is definitely about you having high standards, and they can tell, they know that you have a particular boundary system where you keep your boundaries up and you maintain a standard and healthy boundaries, and they just know you are persistent with the way that, you go about your life, your everyday dealings, specifically with men. They know basically they cannot like test you or pull the wool over your eyes, because again, this is in high correlation and confirmation with the insight that I got moments earlier, where Spirit said that they can tell that you have a high self-worth for yourself and you have strong, persistent boundaries that are shown here with this Nine of Wands energy. Let's get more insight. Why do some men find you attractive, extremely attractive, but are too intimidated to approach you? You are the light. When darkness surrounds you, be the light. See, this is definitely about, you're very inspiring, first of all, and you are to these men that see you as like this light, which is inspiring person, when they look at you, they can tell that they have to bring something to the table. Okay. And this particular man, he has to work to get to know you. He has to put in work and put in effort to earn your love. He cannot just sit under your ray of sunshine and just reap the benefits of the light without giving something. And so sometimes these men, they find it too difficult to approach you because you have this way about you that says, I am, it's like a worthiness that you do carry. Like, I am worthy of being treated the way that I deserve to be treated. I am worthy to be treated with respect, loyalty, commitment. And these men know that they have to be honest with you. And just a lot of men are just not honest. So this is why they will not approach you. Let's get more insight. Why do some men find you attractive but are afraid to approach you? They're intimidated. They're shy. You have here Celine. Bring light into someone's dark sky. Oh my goodness. This is literally the same card, the same message as you are the light. This is the same message. I see you are a positive force and you're very beautiful. You're naturally beautiful. Your skin is very glowing. And when you do, I feel like a lot of men do watch your social media. They do, they spy. It's like prying eyes. Right? And these are the same men every day. But because they know that they have to meet a certain they have to bring something to the table. They really have to step up their game, and that means really being honest, being highly respectful when it comes to approaching you. They're just a bit lazy, to tell you the truth. They're really lazy, some of these men, and they don't want to put in the time or the effort. So let's get more insight. Why do some men find you attractive but are shy, intimidated, or afraid to approach you? See, strength. That is a very strong confirmation here in your reading with the strength card showing up. I told you, it's because you have self-confidence, self-assurance, self-respect, and you are a pillar of unconditional love. Now, this type of man that sees this in you, he may not have these qualities about him, although he finds you physically attractive. He may not exude these qualities, but he can see these qualities in you, and he shies away from approaching you because he doesn't want to make himself look like a fool. Okay? He doesn't want you to see that side of him that he is very insecure about, and that side that he knows needs a lot of work. So let's get more insight. Why are some men attracted to you but cannot approach you? Liberation. This is love. This is growth. This is what you visualize, what you see for yourself. You see a life of abundance, a life of growth, and it's in your spirit. It's in your energy. It's the vibe that you give off. And some men that do find you attractive, they are not in this area. They are not in your frequency emotionally. They see your physical aesthetics, but they can pick up on the fact that you want something wonderful in life. You want a beautiful life, as you should. You want to continue to be progressive and grow, in your life. And the man that you do date or even just give your time to, he has to have a growth mindset. And these men that find you attractive, some men that do find you attractive in this, sensual way, they do not have this type of mindset. So they are intimidated by you. Let's get more insight. Why do some men find you attractive but are afraid to approach you? And you have here the Judgment. See? I love the Judgment card showing up because this just clearly tells me that these men are definitely afraid of being judged by you. Because you're going to go to your checklist, as soon as you meet them. It may not even be a physical checklist, but it's a checklist in your mind. You're going to okay, is he kind? Check. Is he understanding? Check. Does he just have it in general altogether? And if that box is not checked, he's afraid of you judging him. He's afraid of being put under the spotlight, which is seen here. And the two bring light cards that did come out. You are the light. He's afraid of being in your spotlight of judgment, your spotlight of, holding him accountable, especially if he does come across saying that he's this, he's honorable, he can do this, he can do that. Well, you're going to hold him accountable for what he says and his actions. And that is something he does not want. This is the type of man that does not necessarily do what he says, but yet and still he finds he's very attracted to you in this, romantic way. So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. Why do some men find you attractive but are intimidated to approach you? And you have here the Hanged Man. I love the Hanged Man energy because this is definitely clearly tells me that it's actually a correlation with the Judgment card of how this type of man represented by the Hanged Man energy, he doesn't want to self-sacrifice himself. And that just simply means that he doesn't want to change any type of behavior that he knows is a problem when it comes to dealing with you. You're just really on a higher level than a lot of men that do find you attractive. You're on a different level emotionally, spiritually. You take care of yourself. They find you very beautiful, very beautiful. These men are even intimidated by your feminine body, your energy, femininity qualities. And they do see you as being like a competition to, like, if they do approach you, they would have to compete with other men. They feel like that. They feel like they would maybe have to fight with other men. But some of these men are very insecure that find you attractive because they see you as being a very beautiful woman, a woman that does work hard, a woman that would be very loyal, hold yourself at a high standard. And that is a very intimidating to a man that has, lower self esteem than he should, that is insecure with the woman that he finds beautiful. He finds you beautiful, but yet and still he's shy because he doesn't want to compete with other men. So, Group 1, this does conclude your reading. I hope this reading does resonate with you and inspire you. If it does, please leave a comment below because I do love reading your comments. They definitely warm my heart and they make my day. I am sending you lots of love and good energy. Hello, beautiful Pile 2, and welcome to your reading. In this reading, I'm going to give you clear insight on why do some men find you attractive, but are too shy, intimidated, or scared to approach you. What is going on with these men? I am going to give you everything that Spirit gives to me and not leave anything out. Please take one moment to click that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so that you do not miss an important video message. Let's get into your reading. So Group 2, your energy, it naturally attracts you here to the Knight of Swords card. So this is about their intellect. This is about the way that they think, their way of thinking when they first see you, when they first lay eyes on you. So this is about like competition. So obviously you are very beautiful, very aesthetically attractive. Your appearance is what draws them to you first, the way that you look. But they feel like it would be like a competition if they were to like start dating you or even like approach you or be in a relationship with you. But this is a type of man that has some sort of insecurity issues, okay? Because he sees you as beautiful and he's attractive to you. And the competition is like with other men. Like he would be like jealous, okay? And this is the type of man that doesn't really know how to handle his emotions and just be, honored by having such a beautiful, divine, feminine woman on his arms like you. It's just, it's really like this is the type of man that has some insecurity issues and he doesn't want competition or rivalry from other men. And he really finds just like other men watching you or looking at you, he sees that as like competition. So he tries to steer far away from like tension or conflict as seen in this Knight of Swords energy. Also, this sword's energy is air energy, Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. So those could be the top placements of, most of the men that do find you attractive, but they are afraid to contact you. So this energy could also be in your top placements of your birth chart as a confirmation here in this reading. So it could be in your sun, moon, or rising, your Venus placements, or the seventh house of relationship. But nevertheless, this is about his mind and how he thinks when he is looking at you at first glance. So let's get more insight. What makes you attractive to some men? Why do some men find you attractive but are afraid, intimidated, or shy? You have here the King of Coins. So definitely with the King of Coins energy, this is about him seeing you, seeing that you do appear to be the type of person that takes care of yourself very well, and he doesn't know if he has enough finances, financial resources to date you, to take you out, to take you, and do the things that you would enjoy. So he's really shies away from approaching you because of his financial situation at the time. And he knows that you are very conscious of, your finances and things like that. And he just knows you're not going to be the one to foot the bill. Okay. So let's get more insight. Why do some men find you attractive, but are very shy, afraid, intimidated to approach you? And you have here the crescent moon. Keep moving forward. You got this. This is about your self-confidence that you do exude, the vibe that you do give off to this type of man. You are on a mission and he knows it. And you really want something in life. And it's just a certain type of man that does find you attractive. He is not in a place of like forward motion, continuation, you know, and evolution when it comes to growing forward. And so he won't approach you because you will hold this man to a high standard. And he just shies away from even getting your phone number because he is not at that level yet. So let's get more insight. Why do some men find you attractive but are afraid to approach you? And you have here the 10 of Wands. Oh my goodness. So this is about fire energy. Yes. I do want to point out the coin energy. That's earth sign energy. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn could be in these men's top placements of their birth chart. And also I can see that these men do see you as being very grounded and in who you are, and they cannot pull the wool over your eyes because there's a certain type of man that's very shady, he's shisty, he wants to play games, and he can just feel when he looks at you that you are not about that life and don't play with you. So he will not approach you, although he sees you as being very attractive. The 10 of Wands energy is fire sign energy. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius in those top placements of your birth chart or these men birth chart. So you have a wide variety of zodiac energy of men that do find you attractive but shy away from approaching you. The 10 of Wands energy is definitely telling me that this type of man, usually when he sees you and he's attracted to you, he has like a lot of stress going on in his life, or like too many burdens, such as like that he feels his burdens or duties or responsibilities. Some of these men do have things going on, such as maybe their lifestyle is not the way that they want it to be. Again, their check, their money, their bag is not up, or they may have responsibilities such as children and or a baby mama or something like that. But it's about stress, too many burdens, so many things that they feel they have to deal with, so they do not approach you. And that was a nice confirmation with this King of Coins energy when we did mention, his financial situation and how when he does see you as being attractive, he won't even approach you because his money is not right at the time. So let's get more insight. Why do some men find you attractive but will not approach you? And you have here liberation. It makes perfect sense. So with the liberation card showing up here in the reading, I am very happy to see this. A nice confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. The liberation card is about you are a person that wants growth in life. If you are in a partnership, you want to grow with your partner. You do not get with someone simply based on aesthetics. But this man finds you very beautiful. They do see you as someone that they can grow with. But at the time that they are attracted to you, they are just not in a space of growth. They're not moving forward in their life. Sometimes they really feel stagnant and they are intimidated with asking you out because they are not where they want to be. And this is not necessarily a man that's insecure, but this is a man that is very conscious of where he is at in his life, and he doesn't want to burden, you with his lack of or his feeling of lack of resources, or his lack of intimacy at the time, or even him not able to commit to you, as we saw here with the 10 of Wands energy, with him just having a lot going on in his life and having a lot on his plate. So let's get more insight. Wow. Why do some men find you attractive but are too shy, afraid, or intimidated to approach you? And you have here the Page of Swords. Lots of mind energy, intellect, their mind. These men really have a lot of things going on in their mind when they do find you as being very aesthetically pleasing, your appearance. They love the way that you look physically, but they are afraid that they cannot communicate with you, like this Page of Swords. Air energy, again, Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. And I do find it quite interesting that the Page of Swords energy lay naturally under the Knight of Swords. But they are intimidated here with the Page of Swords energy because they cannot express to you the truth on what is going on with them personally and emotionally, physically, financially. They're just too afraid to express that to you, even though they are looking at you here. They see you as beautiful. They see you as this divine feminine energy that can plant a seed of prosperity and abundance. They don't feel that they can match your energy in this way, but they are strongly sexually and physically attracted to you, and they do not want to express the truth to you because they're just not about that. They are not vulnerable in that way to say to you, hey, my money is low. Hey, I got a baby mama, and hey, my job. They're not going to say that. But this is really a man of great consciousness, and thank goodness for that, because he knows that if he has issues or problems, you don't want them. And that man really is to be respected at that point, because some of these men do like to play games, and they will pull the wool over your eyes, and tell you things that you want to hear and waste your time. But this specific man here, he just will not waste your time, even though he sees you as very beautiful and you having it all together, and you have, your life, you have a vibration that you want something really abundant and beautiful to happen in your life. So let's get more insight. Why do some men find you attractive but are too shy, intimidated to approach you. And you have here medicine woman. Okay. So they definitely, some men are drawn to you because they feel like you can heal them. They get a sense that you can take care of them. Look at you. Your eyes are very beautiful. You have a spirit of warmth, and they find that very attractive about you. You have a healing spirit. You want things to go right, and they can just feel it. And but they shy away from that because, again, that vulnerable side of themselves, they do not want to expose that to you. So group 2, this does conclude your reading. I hope this reading does resonate with you and inspire you. If it does, please leave a comment below because I do love reading your comments. They definitely warm my heart and they make my day. I am sending you lots of love and good energy. Hello, beautiful pile 3, and welcome to your reading. Why do some men find you attractive, but they are too afraid, intimidated, or shy to approach you? I am going to give you everything that Spirit gives to me and not leave anything out. Please take one moment to click that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so that you do not miss an important video message. Let's get straight into your reading. So I can see here that you are naturally attracted to the card that represents the 6 of Wands. This is definitely about you have a fiery spirit. That wand energy represents those fire zodiac signs, Taurus, Aries, and Leo. So see, you have a vibe and a glow about you. These men, they see that you are a go-getter. They can just tell by the way that you carry yourself. You are very well put together. First of all, they love your appearance, the way that you look. You would actually be considered like a trophy to some of these men that do find you attractive, like a trophy wife, a beautiful girlfriend on his arms. And this is really why he shies away from approaching you, because he doesn't feel like he compares to you in this way. Even though he could be physically attractive himself, it's how he feels about his appearance. So he doesn't feel like worthy of, like, you know, even approaching you. It's all like his thoughts, his thought pattern around from the first time he lays eyes on you or he sees you on social media. He shies away because he sees you as like on a different level than he is on. He calls it a higher level. Like he says, like, oh, this girl is definitely out of my league and I'm not going to approach her. Although, oh my goodness, she's a baddie. She's hot. You know, he does know that, but he sees you as being out of his league. But trust me, if he is able to connect with you and finds the strength to hit you up in those DMs and he connects and you date him, he feels like you would be a victory for him. But he's too scared because he doesn't like rejection. So let's get more insight. Why do some men find you attractive but are too shy to approach you, intimidated? You have the waxing gibbous moon. It is okay to change the direction. So yes, this is about, again, he's too vulnerable. He's afraid that if you even do like acknowledge him or go out on a date with him, that you may not like him after you interact with him, have a conversation with him, or even if he takes you out on a date. He's afraid of that initial rejection. Like, yes, you may be interested and say, hey, yeah, sure, we can go have coffee, or yeah, we can meet up and have dinner. And then you don't want to see him again. He's afraid of the rejection from you. So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. Why do some men find you attractive, but they are intimidated, too intimidated to approach you? And you have here the Ace of Disc, which is also known as the Ace of Coins. It is an earth sign represented card. The zodiac placements are Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. So these placements could be in the top placements of your birth chart, as well as these particular men that are attracted to you, but yet and still they are too intimidated to approach you. Also, that one fire sign energy represents these men's energy as well. These zodiac placements could represent your signs as well as a confirmation here in this reading. But with this Ace of Disc coin card showing up, this is clearly about your physicality. And not only your physicality, but what they would have to bring to the table. So because they see your appearance, how you carry yourself, they are attracted to your look. They feel like it would be like too much of an investment to get to know you. They would have to invest in you. Not only that, they feel like even if they become like your regular boo, they're going to have to come out of pocket, to assist you, like with to help you with your bills, because you're not going to just dedicate all of your time to them and struggle. They know that you are not about that struggle love. They can feel it. It's the vibe that you give off. It's that self-worth energy that you do resonate with, and they are very aware of this. And so that really makes them shy away from approaching you. You have high standards, and that is to be commended. So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. Why do some men find you attractive but are too shy or afraid to approach you? And you have here the medicine wisdom. So with the medicine wisdom, it is a particular group of men that do have some issues emotionally, vibrationally, that they need help with. And they are attracted to you because they feel like you can heal them of these ailments. But they will not approach you because they are not going to be vulnerable enough to tell you the truth about their issues. They shy away from, that intimate part of themselves and connecting with a partner, like in a relationship. They shy away from being intimate in that way, but they feel like you have an energy of healing. You may be into the healing arts. You may be into spirituality. You may post on your social media memes about, spirituality or health and healing. And they know that they do have some issues and they are attracted to you because of this. But they shy away from approaching you because they don't want you to know their secrets. So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. Why do some men find you attractive, but they are intimidated, too shy to approach you? And you have here betrayal. There you go. It makes perfect sense, especially with the medicine wisdom card that did come out. Betrayal. Some of these men that are attracted to your appearance, your looks, your physicality, your body, they know that they do have a propensity to be shady, to betray, your trust. They are not loyal. Again, you hold yourself at a very high standard. So it's like they don't want to change. They know they can't change just in an instant or in a moment. And they know that you can see this in them as well. So they know that if they hit you up in your DM or even out in public, like they like you, they love the way that you look, they like your vibe, but they know you can pick up the fact that this guy is not being honest, or this guy is very, like I'm uneasy with what I am picking up with him. You will find his energy uneasy, and he knows it. That you will pick up that betrayal, you know, um, energy, that dishonesty nature that he is carrying around with him. It is going to stand out to you if he talks to you on the phone, because just through his conversation, you're going to pick it up, and he doesn't want that to happen. He knows you are highly intelligent and intuitive. So this is why he's too intimidated to reach out to you. But this is the type of man that does stalk your social media. He's very nosy. He wants to know what you're doing, what you're wearing. Are you hanging out with friends? Do you have someone else? This is the type of man that really, could be watching you every day. But still could be watching you every day for years on social media, but will never reach out to you. So let's get more insight. Why do some men find you attractive, but are too shy, intimidated, or afraid to approach you? You have here the Knight of Coins. Again, this is about your physicality, that these men are very attracted to, the way that you look, even the way that you do express yourself, some things that you may do, as far as like your work, physical things that you do. Coin energy is about you being like really down to earth. They feel like you're down to earth, like they can communicate with you, but they do feel like they have to bring some sort of value about themselves. They have to have a sense of self-worth and self-confidence. And these particular men have not worked on themselves in the way to see, or to exude that self-confidence that they could have. And so they will not approach you. This Knight of Coins energy is definitely about them knowing that although you're beautiful and attractive, the Knight of Coins energy is about them knowing that you are reliable and that you would be a loyal partner, a loyal partner, but they are not reliable in the same way. So they shy away from approaching you. They shy away from the hard work it would take to go deep within themselves to really match who you are energetically. So let's get more insight. Why do some men find you attractive but are intimidated? That card just seems like it wanted to stick out. So let's see what it says. Page of Cups. I love the Page of Cups showing up because we are talking about a relationship connections here. And this is when some men see you as very romantic. They know you are into whining and dining, walks on the beach. They can just tell. They can pick it up through your vibe. They are romantically attracted to you, but will not approach you. They know that you would expect something of like a a committed relationship, especially if you were to start giving them all of your time and attention. You want a quality relationship, a proposal, a marriage. You hold yourself with high standards and regard. And some men that do see this in you may not be at that space and time in their life, and they do not even want to mess up, you know, with, it's not like they don't want to approach you and they don't have what you're looking for. In other words, they cannot be committed to save their life. So let's get more insight. That's quite interesting, actually. Why do some men find you attractive but are too afraid or shy to approach you? Thank you, Spirit. I wanted to pull from a different deck, you guys. But this deck is just stuck to my hands. Let's do it. Why do some men find you attractive but are shy and intimidated? Princess of Swords. That's why this deck was stuck to my hands. It's the way that you communicate. The way that you communicate who you are energetically. They know your vibe. It's real. You're a princess. You give off this energy of like, hey, I take care of myself, so I definitely require someone else to do it too. I respect myself, so I definitely require someone else to do it too. And you require these men to be accountable for their actions. You are a princess. This is how they see you. Delicate, you know. And at the top of the hierarchy, when it comes to divine feminine energy, the Princess of Swords, they would have to communicate with you. So that means that they would have to really be vulnerable, express themselves, say what's on their mind. But some of these men are definitely closed off. They are not willing to open up. And so that's really what makes them shy away from approaching you, although they find you extremely beautiful and physically attractive. They find you very intelligent as well as healing. So group 3, this does conclude your reading. I hope this reading does resonate with you and inspire you. If it does, please leave a comment below because I do love reading your comments. They definitely warm my heart and make my day. I am sending you lots of love and good energy.